Alright, what's that, Score? You're back again with Vegito on the channel, and today we are back on a Dragon Ball Legends video, and today we are finally back with another installment of the tier list series. Finally, it's been 3 to 4 months, I think. Actually, the last time I did one was back in April of this year, with the most recent unit at that point being the LF androids, actually. And those are definitely very different times. Things have changed quite a bit since then and all that, so I think it's definitely about time I finally update my tier list and give my thoughts and opinions on certain units. Obviously, this is just specifically an LF slash summonable ultra tier list. It's not just an overall top 10 unit list or top 20 unit list and all that, so no 1% sparkings. It's just LFs and summonable ultras. Simple as that. I don't know, I just like to do that, so that's how I do it. So there's that. And also keep in mind, with this tier list and with any tier list you look at, keep in mind this is my own personal opinion. You know, these are my own takes based of, you know, my experiences with these characters and all that. You don't have to agree with any of my takes or whatnot in this video. You can definitely feel free to leave down in the comment section down below your thoughts and opinions on things, you know, whether you disagree or agree or whatnot, all that stuff. So keep that in mind. All right, just be respectful, please, you know, when watching this video in the comment section and all this stuff. So there's that. Just want to get that out of the way. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave it down below, and also sub to the channel, hit the notification bell to never miss out on an upload. We're currently on the road to 600 subs within the next month, so see if we can hit that. That being said, let's waste no further time and just jump straight in to the tier list. Well, finally, it's been a good bit since I stared at this screen right here. I think from what I remember setting this up, there's 36 units that we have to go through, so I'm gonna try my best to go through this as quick as possible. We'll see. I don't know. There's like, hey, there's my Twitter. You know, you should leave a follow down below, link in the description. I don't know why it hasn't updated my profile picture, but anyways, in terms of tier list, obviously we do have a Z plus tier, which I guess is like the equivalent to Game Press's God tier. I guess I could call it God tier, but whatever. Honestly, you know, it's the same thing pretty much. Obviously you have Z tier, SS tier, S tier, A tier, and B tier, and all stuff. So that should be pretty easy to understand, obviously. So there's that. Now, in terms of who we're gonna start off with, actually, I like to do this real quick. All right, so I pulled up the tier list from back in April. So this was the tier list I made back all the way in April. Keep that in mind. Things are quite different, obviously. There's certain units that, you know, have gotten, you know, a couple Zenkai awakenings, you know, here and there, some plat equips, you know. Yeah, things have changed, obviously. So yeah, different times for sure. So anyways, we don't need to look for any further at that list. Let's just jump straight into things. Obviously, Trunks, it's the last unit here. So I think what we're gonna do actually this time around, normally what I tend to do with these tier lists is I go in order, but if I do that, it's gonna be like a 40-minute long video, probably. Hopefully not, but it's probably gonna be around that length, maybe, you never know, until I get the Trunks. So we're gonna get the Trunks, not right now, but we're gonna get to them in a little bit. I just want to get rid of some units, like some obvious ones. We're gonna put both the Ultras in Z plus tier, and also I guess I'll try my best to rank the actual units in the individual tiers. So I guess, you know, I'll have Vegito above Gogeta, because I definitely do agree that Vegito, as of right now, I do think is better than Gogeta. Gogeta's definitely close. Like, I feel like, honestly, it wouldn't be surprising to me that once Vegito falls off boost, and especially depending on how the meta is by the time he falls off boost and all that, it wouldn't surprise me maybe that Gogeta perhaps actually ends up being better. I would definitely say Gogeta, when he's in a situation where there's a defeated ally and he gets to lock in, he gets to type neutrality and all stuff, he probably is better than Vegito at that point, especially as a last man standing character. He's definitely much more effective for sure, especially drawing the second ultimate as well. But for the most part, I feel like Vegito is probably better. Just he combos for a really long time, way longer than Gogeta, dishes out almost as much damage as Gogeta, tanks much better than him, you know, restores his vanish and all stuff, has the counter as well against blast cards. He has that really good green card going type neutral as well, and all stuff. He even goes type neutral on his ultimate when there's a defeated ally. He has cut penetration as well as his ultimate, which I don't think any other ultras, at least the summonable ones, do actually, so that's something to keep in mind. So just in general, I feel like Vegito, as of right now, I do think is the best unit in the game, if you had to ask me. So there's that. So just want to get the out of the way, the obvious stuff, obviously. In terms of this guy, Z tier, I don't think he's Z plus tier or God tier, whatever you want to call it, but he's definitely up there. Who else? Garbage, garbage. Who else is in the garbage tier? I don't know. I don't know actually. Okay, I think these two are gonna be the main one. I don't know what order though. What order are we putting them? I'll keep it like this for now. Don't worry too much about this. Let's be honest, all these characters are garbage anyways. They're cool, but like they're garbage. So like let's not worry about that too much. In terms of Z tier, obviously we have Dragon Fist right here. Let's put on right behind MUI. I do think MUI is better than Dragon Fist personally. You know what? I've been seeing some other people do this, and I actually think I agree with it. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be putting droids below MUI. Reason why, because I think MUI, as of right now, is a bit better off. You see them a lot more commonly than androids. Not to say that you don't see androids. Obviously, you see androids quite a damn bit for sure. But I feel like UI overall is more consistent. He's a lot... I feel like, for me, as long as he's lived in this game, he's been more annoying to fight against anyways, just with the auto dodge mechanic, the automatically winning Dokabaki impacts. That is probably my pick for the most unfair ability in this game, honestly, that a character has in their kit. I've never seen that man lose a clash once, unless I'm using MUI Goku and I clash against another MUI Goku and I win the clash. Literally, that man has never lost a clash in his life, I swear. So that's annoying. Obviously, you know, you do have to keep in mind all the other stuff he does. The cover changes as well against both strikes and blasts. His damage definitely is pretty solid for sure. Tanking, you know, his tanking's not too bad. He is being boosted though, and by the time I get this video out, who knows, PvP season may end and he may not even be boosted anymore. I don't know specifically when I'm gonna be getting this video out, but we shall see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put MUI above androids. Androids are definitely very good for sure. They definitely are ridiculously busted, don't get that wrong, but I think MUI is a little bit better off as of right now. I don't know, again, this is my personal opinion, so keep that in mind. So I think Z tier, Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue. Let's just go through a couple of more units and then we'll get the Trunks. Dude, I don't know. Vegito Blue, I think, is SS tier. I don't think he's quite Z tier. I think he's like close, and you could definitely make a case for him being Z tier. He's definitely quite valuable in this meta. He's quite good for sure. He's on quite a good, you know, few teams and all that. Future fusions, and God Key's okay. He's on quite a couple good teams, and he's quite valuable in this meta for sure with the powerful reds running around. He pairs along excellently with these characters and even alongside them as well, and all that, and he somewhat can act as a decent counter against these guys too, since he does do additional damage into fusion warriors. But I don't know, I still feel like he falls a tad bit short compared to like these characters, so I'm gonna put him in SS tier. I think SS tier is like the perfect place to put him, honestly. You know, I think another character I'll put in SS tier is this guy. I personally prefer Vegito Blue over Sword of Hope. I don't know. Yes, I personally prefer Vegito Blue over Sword of Hope. I have been using Sword of Hope a bit more lately. I definitely like him more. I think he's actually aged pretty good. But I just personally prefer Vegito Blue's early game damage output, and just his play style suits me quite a bit more, honestly, with my aggressive play style somewhat. So yeah, so I'm gonna put Vegito Blue above Sword of Hope, but Sword of Hope definitely deserves to be an SS tier. Who else deserves to be an SS tier? Is Sword of Hope better than Majin Vegeta? Nah, he's my boy. I gotta back up the boy, man. Do I actually do that? I know there's like discussions about whether or not who's better between both. We'll talk about the new Trunks after this. All right, I just want to get through some of these units first. I think obviously Majin Vegeta, I'm gonna have a natural bias towards him in terms of he's my favorite unit in the entire game as of right now. I like him. I've been waiting for him to get a Zenkai for a long time now, and he finally got it, and I'm honestly pretty satisfied with it. Definitely could have been a bit better, I will be honest, obviously, but for me personally, I think from what I had my expectations, you know, at the level of my expectations I had set for Zenkai, I think they did a good job, honestly. I'm satisfied with the Zenkai. He's a good unit for sure. I'm gonna say I like him better than Sword of Hope. Again, more so because I prefer a more aggressive playstyle, while Sword of Hope definitely takes a bit more to build up for sure, and all. He's a little bit slower just because he does have to take hits and all that, and sometimes he can be a little inconsistent because maybe sometimes you don't get the gauge filled up immediately, and therefore he's not really doing as much damage and not really going crazy, you know, as early as Majin Vegeta could and all that. Him being an excellent counter against MUI Goku and absolutely shredding through in one combo also gives him extra bonus points because I just love shredding through MUI Goku, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put Majin Vegeta above Sword of Hope. I personally prefer Majin Vegeta above Sword of Hope. Give me a little bit more time. As of right now, I'll put him above Sword of Hope. I don't think he's better than the Vegito Blue. I think it's close for sure, and definitely depending on how Vegeta Clan pans out to be probably within the next couple months, and depending on what types of buffs they get. I think you could definitely potentially make the case that Majin Vegeta is even better than Vegito Blue, but as of right now, I still think Vegito Blue is the edge. So I don't know, we'll see. But okay, and let's actually get to the main unit a lot of you guys are probably here for and are curious where I would place this unit. Trunks, I will say definitely is quite a bit better than what I feel like a lot of us initially thought he was going to be on, you know, initial release or when he was revealed. I feel like a lot of us definitely undervalue or underselled him. I feel like, I don't know, or like a lot of us just underrated him a little bit until he came out. When I actually got my hands on him, and I actually that sounds a bit mad, hold up, when I actually finally, you know, was able to use him and all stuff in game and all that, and I was able to play with him, he definitely, I like him. He's definitely quite good for sure, and he's fun, honestly. I do like his playstyle for sure. Definitely there's a couple things in his kit that they could have given him, the main thing being special cover change nullification. I feel like honestly that's the real big complaint I have with this kit, that he doesn't have any form of special cover change nullification. That, and also his typing. I feel like his typing could have been a bit different. For Vegeta Clan specifically, I feel like red could have been a good typing, either red or purple, but I think red would have been a much preferred typing, and I was really hoping it would have been red. Green is okay, but the thing is, you already have this guy who's very good. And by the way, let me just already put him as E tier. He's very good. We already have this guy for not only Vegeta Clan but also Future. So he has competition already with this guy existing, who's quite good and quite valuable in this meta still. It's just, I feel like he definitely could have been a different typing. The thing is, if he was red, then even on Future, he would have had tough competition against them, and he probably wouldn't have won against them. I definitely don't, I still think androids are obviously better than Trunks, I'll say that right now. So it's like, I don't know, it was a bit of a tricky spot. I don't know. I think green is an okay typing for him, but I don't know. But I do like his kit for sure. I do like his kit, even though the fact that he doesn't have special cover change nullification, the fact that he can use up to 2 ultimates in one match is very clutch for sure. Very good, especially with the ultimate potentially restoring, you know, not potentially, restoring your vanish essentially every time you use it. Blast armor and strike cards, special move, and ultimate, which the blast armor and strike cards I feel like is something that some people, quite a few people don't even realize he has and are going to be constantly forgetting, and it's going to take a while for people to get used to. I will be honest, he definitely does feel like a character that doesn't really feel like he should have blast armor, but he does. So that's definitely something interesting for sure. That's definitely nice for sure. Obviously the fact that he's essentially acts as like a nice counter towards the androids, just heavily like nerfing them as they tag switch and all that, sealing their blue and green cards for a very long time. Definitely helps out quite a bit for sure, and all that. He gets stronger and all that. Definitely not having card draw speed, yeah, that's definitely an issue, but I don't think it's really the biggest issue, especially compared to not having special cover change nullification, just because he already has the ability to draw cards for using cards. So at that point, his combo potential is already pretty solid at that point. I think special cover change nullification was definitely the main thing that they could have given him that would have made him even better, but they didn't, and I kind of get why, but also it would have been nice at the very least on the main ability. But it is what it is, honestly. The fact that also he has multiple ways of going type neutral and all that's definitely quite nice, obviously. And just, yeah, he's overall solid unit. Even extreme bleed definitely can come in clutch as well on his strike cards, even the blue card and all stuff, healing on the green card. So overall he's a solid unit for sure. He's definitely good. Do I think he's better than green Vegeta, and do I think he's actually a top 10 unit? I know if any of you guys have probably been watching the recent videos, y'all will know I've probably said no, but then I've also been a little bit conflicted somewhat. I think now that I've thought about it more, and I've used them, at the time I'm recording this, it is currently the 19th of August, so what, he has come out essentially, it's been 2 days. It's been 2 days since he's come out. By the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be, I want to say, like the 23rd, maybe even the 24th. So at that point, it'll be more closer to a week since his release. I will say within 2 days of extensively using him, and keep in mind my Trunks is only 3 stars, I will say I do think he is a top 10 unit in this game, actually, and I think that's a little, it may sound a bit surprising to some of you guys, but also maybe not to some of you. I do think he is better than Vegeta. I actually do think so, and I'm going to put him in Z tier, right behind Dragon Fist. I don't think he's better than Dragon Fist. I think Dragon Fist is definitely better for sure. Like there's no way I feel like you can talk me to saying Dragon Fist is worse than Trunks. Dragon Fist is just too good, and his ceiling as well is just way higher than Trunks for sure. Just no, he's not better than Dragon Fist, but I do think he's at least behind Dragon. Honestly, actually, funny enough, if I were to do a top 10 overall unit list, this would be probably my exact top 5 right here. Ultra Super Vegito number 1, Gogeta number 2, MUI number 3, Androids number 4, Dragon Fist number 5, and then number 6 would be Trunks. I would actually probably go with that, honestly. Trunks definitely, I think, smashed my expectations quite a bit for sure, honestly, from his initial release and all that. So props to him, honestly. He's definitely quite good for sure. He is ridiculous. I'm definitely quite excited to get more dupes on him potentially, and at that point we'll be doing even better and all this stuff. So there's that. Those are my personal thoughts on Trunks and all that. I spent quite a bit explaining, so I'm going to try and speed through the rest of the list and all that. So there's that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Trunks. Also this Vegeta. Vegeta is still very good. You could definitely still make a solid case that Vegeta is better than Trunks. I don't know. It depends on personal preference, I feel like, in a way, but I feel like Trunks, at least personally for me, I do prefer Trunks and just everything he provides and all that compared to Vegeta. I don't know, like Vegeta, I guess, tanks better, and also the lock-in ultimate, you definitely don't want to, you know, overlook that for sure. The lock-in ultimate can definitely be nice for sure, but I mean, having 2 ultimates can be pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Granted, also Vegeta is supporting, Trunks doesn't, so I don't know, there's certain things that Vegeta does have that Trunks doesn't, and you know, all that stuff. I don't know, they're both good units. I think they're like right close to each other, honestly, but I do think Trunks has the slight advantage as of right now, but we'll see how things age, I guess, over time. So there's that. I don't know, but okay, let's move on finally. All right, some other obvious units I could like place. G4, screw it, S tier, he's fallen off. Where did I have him? Damn, remember when Gogeta 4 was Z tier back in April of 2022? Those are times, man. Those are times. Yeah, he's fallen off. I don't even think he's SS tier, honestly. I think he's S tier. Probably like top of S tier, though. FSK, we'll put him here. I'll probably just put the units like in the tiers, honestly, and then I'll like actually worry about like individually ranking them. Bardock, you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. There, I guess. You can go there. You can go there. You can go like somewhere here. I don't know. I'm just gonna put them wherever. You can go there. Kaioken's definitely fallen off, but I still think he's like solid-ish. Evolution Blue Vegeta, I want to put here, honestly. Yes, I do agree with this. Kid Buu, man. I do have his plat equip. I did finally farm it. I didn't realize I actually brought it back until a little bit ago. Shout out to my boy Broly actually for letting me know on Twitter that it came back. I was able to farm it, and yeah, I haven't used him though with the plat equips. Like I've seen footage of him with the plat equips. I can give like a slight evaluation just based off of other people's experiences, but I can't really give any truly based off of my own personal experiences. So there's that. Oh, Bravado Gohan's an easy SS tier. You are like somewhere here, and S, I don't know. You two, you are here, maybe even on the verge of B tier. You are here. You are on the like either one of these. I don't know. We'll put him here. Broly, that I don't know. This and then this. Okay, now it's time to say, dude. Obviously, keep in mind as of right now, this is not the final. This is nowhere near the final tiers. I still have to rank the units like individually in the tiers. Kaioken's like bottom. No. Do I think Kaioken is better than First Form Frieza? I don't think it doesn't matter too much. Kaioken's teams. What are his main teams? What? God Key. Universal Survival Saga compared to freaking LOE. LOE's a solid tag, still a good team for sure, but damn, I'm gonna keep like that for now. I'll come back to that in a bit. Super Vegito, I'll put Super Vegito above Feud. Yes. For now, I think Super Vegito is still a bit better. Future Gohan's gained a little bit more value just because of the release of this Trunks, which by the way, this Trunks and Future Gohan, I think is probably the main unit as of right now, besides Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue is like #1 in terms of me wanting him to get his plat equip. But besides that, I think Future Gohan is my second actually. Because, dude, a plat equip would help, depending on what they do with that shit could help him out so much. And then at that point, it would heavily help out this Trunks and then even Sword of Hope because, dude, they work so well alongside each other. Even, honestly, any character on this tier list. This guy with a plat equip would be very interesting depending on what they do with him. So I'm very much looking forward to what they do with his plat equip for sure, and I hope they release it soon. It wouldn't surprise me if they actually release it soon. I feel like it would make a decent bit of sense, honestly. Yeah. You know, I'll at least put G4 above Future Gohan just because fusions. G4 again, like I said earlier, has fallen off definitely for sure, but I at least think he's better off in this meta as of right now than Future Gohan. I haven't used Jiren in a while though, so I can't really like properly comment. All I know is that Powerful Opponent has gotten a decent bit of buffs lately with the new Buuhan. You do also have the new free-to-play Cell that has a nice little bit of support unit that you can pair alongside Jiren that helps him out. All I know is I've seen Goat's video of Jiren on Powerful Opponent with that exact same setup, and he actually looked like a solid unit at that point. He actually looked like good. You know, he didn't look like the good old Queen Jiren we all knew, we all know and love and all. He actually looked like an actual like unit, quote unquote. I'll keep him there for now, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I feel like you should move up 100%. I just don't know how much. Cut the Emergency Models is definitely still solid for sure. He could also use a plat equip. No. You're not in the best spot right now in this meta. Dude, is Kid Buu better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I want to say so. Dude, this is where dude, maybe I should have prepared a little bit more for this tier list, but I'm just, at least his team is better. That definitely helps him out. So I'm gonna give him the, because GT is down bad right now. That's the main thing, honestly. That's the main thing that's really holding back Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Granted, you can put him on Sun Family, but let's be honest, if you're running him on Sun Family, you're just gonna run the 4th anniversary team. You just put Ultra Super Vegeta in the leader slot and you just run that team, and you just become just like everyone else, essentially, just running the same old boring team PvP. So no, he doesn't have a spot on Sun Family. Oh damn, is he really bottom of S? I don't want to drop in the A tier. I don't think he's like that bad. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's definitely still solid. It's just his teams hurt him. And just yellow units are not in the craziest spot of all time. For the most part, unless you're Ultra Super Vegito, because he's just God. FSK is just falling off, and like on hybrids is like so much more strike based that it's actually like he just doesn't really fit on the team. Blast hybrids is like so much more inferior to strike hybrids. It's actually ridiculous. Like this guy just doesn't even have a spot on hybrids, I don't think whatsoever, honestly. Is Ape Vegeta better than FSK? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Like, is Ape Vegeta better? Is Ape Vegeta, dude, is Kid Buu better than Ape Vegeta? Why'd I move him? That's a sign. That's a sign that I should put him here. I feel like that's an okay spot to honestly put Namegoku. I feel like that's actually an okay spot. Is Namegoku better than Bardock and Evolution Blue, or even Vegito Blue? I don't think he's better than Broly. I think Broly at the very least is actually solid. No, you can stay there. I'm disrespecting the fuck out of Broly probably right now, and like if Vara or someone like that is watching this video, they're mauling right now. I don't know. Anyways, okay, my brain is just like, I don't know. No. Dude, I spent literally like probably like 10 minutes just thinking about this shit. I don't also want to overrate the hell out of a character. I don't have like, I don't know fully how well they do. I did use Namegoku. I did attempt to do a video for him using some teams I made up and they did all right. It wasn't that he was performing bad. He actually did solid. So just based off of that experience in those test, quote-unquote test matches, I'll actually leave Namek Goku where he is. I'm gonna leave Namek Goku where he is. Dude, is Piccolo better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I haven't used I did use Piccolo's quote-unquote somewhat recently. I didn't even really use him that much in that video. I didn't get much footage of him. I actually am like I'm so stumped. I am so stumped actually. I think I'm overthinking this shit a bit too much, and I feel like I could just put the tier list the way it is. I'm gonna leave the tier list the way it is. Screw it, honestly. This is the finalized tier list. This is taking me 36 minutes to think of. A little over 36 minutes, so almost 40 minutes. A lot of it's gonna get cut out because a lot of it's just me just sitting here just overthinking things. I feel like this is fine enough. And take some of these placements with a grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say. Just take some of these placements with a grain of salt. I would say for the most part, the upper end of the tier list, like SS tier and above, I feel like I have like most like full confidence in for sure in the placements. B tier doesn't matter, like let's not focus too much on that. S tier is where I'm like a little like and more so towards like the middle section, towards like the later end of S tier, bottom half I guess. And then A tier is like a little questionable, but also not too, I don't know. Like some of these characters I'm gonna say right now I will revisit for the next couple videos. Like Broly I have planned to revisit, Namek Goku, Vegito Blue, Bardock I think might actually probably be the next video I end up doing, honestly. I might even do 2 videos on him. Who else? I might even do a video on Cell. I might do a video on Cell just for fun, honestly. I might even do one on him. I don't know. We'll see. I also have a couple other video ideas planned, but some of these units at the very least, I think more so like these ones right here, these 4, and all that, I think I will revisit pretty soon. Even Goku and Vegeta I think I might revisit again just for fun, honestly, so at that point I can like refresh myself in terms of like how they are. I might even do Kid Buu final. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm actually gonna leave the tier list like this. This is definitely one of those tier lists that I'm not 100% certain on every single placement. I'm definitely a slight bit unsure, but I'm gonna leave it like this because I also don't want to spend too much time on this because I feel like it doesn't really matter too much. I feel like honestly this is fine enough. The more I look at it, like it's fine enough. Like S tier for the most part, again, just take it with a grain of salt. And again, it is my opinion in a tier list, all right? You don't have to agree with anything on this tier list, all right? You don't have to agree with anything on this tier list, so keep that in mind. So I guess this is the tier list, quite a bit different than the last tier list back in April of 2022. We can close this out of the way because that's irrelevant right now. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the tier list. Kind of somewhat rushed, not really super mega ultra thought out planned, but I don't think it would have really mattered, honestly. I don't know. I would have still had difficulties even if I like properly like planned out things, like thought through things more. I think it would have ended up being something like this, honestly. So there's that. This is the finalized tier list, I guess. Just hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, you know, leave a like down below, and also sub to the channel. We're on the road to 600 subs within the next month. It'd be very much appreciated if we could hit that. So that being said, finally, let's just end the video. Have a great one, y'all. Peace out. That was weird. Anyways.